Earlier this month, something amazing was found at Abu Gorab. Now, if you're familiar with Abu Gorab, you're probably thinking crystal altars and crystal basins and Sun Temple. And you'd be right. Um, but what they found is actually underneath the Sun Temple. So they've been digging down in one area and they reckon they found another structure. So this is really quite fascinating. Firstly, because it's Old Kingdom, 5th dynasty. So yeah, that's pyramid building times. And next, it was by a pharaoh called Nuseri Ini, and he is considered to be one of the most prolific pyramid builders of this era. He actually built, according to archaeologists, I might add, 3 pyramids. So only 2 of these sun temples have been found so far. One, of course, being this one at Abu Gorab. But the important thing about this finding isn't the sun temple, it's the valley temple, which is part of the sun temple. And that's what's been discovered. So it's been buried, and this Italian group of archaeologists started digging there, and lo and behold, they not only found this structure, but they also found a few interesting artifacts as well. So this site, Abu Gorab, where the Sun Temple is located, is actually off limits to visitors. You're not allowed to go there. And you can't access it easily. But, and I say this delicately, I did. There's a way of getting in, but you have to go round the back way, and you have to traipse over a large amount of desert. And when you get there, well, you're pretty exhausted from the hike. But it's worth it. It is so worth it. And then you just have to give the guards a bit of money, and you're at this amazing site. And I'm so glad I did it, even though it honestly nearly killed me. It was really, really hard work. Apparently this structure is pretty close to the water table once they've dug down. So it does kind of look a bit Osirian-like. And yeah, well, just look at the pictures anyway. So according to records, there's only ever been 6 of these sun temples ever built. Obviously all in the Old Kingdom, and only 2 have currently been found. Now, some of the press releases are saying that a third one of these sun temples has been found, but that's not the case. It's a structure that is part of one of these sun temples, the Sun Temple of Nuseri Ini. And so, for some reason, I don't know why the news seems to have been getting this wrong. It's actually not an extra sun temple. From inscriptions, they were able to confirm that it was Nuseri Ini's temple, and they were able to confirm, therefore, that it's like 4,500 years old, which is wonderful. They found this extra part of the structure was buried about 1.2 meters down under layers of Nile silt. So what did they find? Well, they found the temple itself and a limestone column base, fragments of a granite column that may have been part of an entrance portico, granite door frames and lintels with inscriptions on them. All very interesting stuff. And they believe that a lot of this is found in its original position. They also found things like really nice pacing stones from the internal passage. So that's between the entrance and the causeway. And there was a well-preserved quartzite gateway. And there were bits of a staircase leading up to the roof. And this gave them the impression that there might have been a second entrance to this place. There was also a liturgical calendar carved into one of the walls, and a lot of ceramic vessels. Now, there's nothing that I could find in the documentation that referred to any stone vessels, which kind of surprised me for the era. So I'm expecting that to be found as well. They also mentioned a few other interesting artifacts, like a couple of pieces from a Senate game. So I think there's a lot more that they're going to tell us about probably fairly soon. Since the Ministry of Antiquities didn't provide very many photos of the site, I've been showing you the video footage that I took from the temple, the Sun Temple. So the Valley Temple is part of this structure, but it's further down the hill. And so the rest of this video is just some of my footage. It's some of the really amazing and unusual things I saw there. Most people just talk about the crystal altar, and that is amazing, and it's pretty gigantic too. And they talk about the crystal basins, which are also very large. But there are other things that I found there. Interesting drill holes and some very unusual shapes. So I will just let it play out, and if you want to watch the rest of my footage, that's fine, but that's pretty much all I need to talk about. So thank you for watching.